Okay, so you take a breather.
There we go. Oh, and then we'll step onto the elevator. Oh boy,
Okay.
what choices do I have?
So you enter the elevator and there is actually just one panel. It has no buttons or nothing. It's just like kind of, and it has like the shape of a hand. Like you're supposed to like put your hand there, you know. You recognize this.
Okay, I'll put my hand on it and see if it does anything.
Okay, it scans your hand, turns green, and the elevator starts moving.
Ooh, which way is it moving?
It's moving up.
Moving on up.
So the elevator moves up. You feel like this gravity pulling you down. Seems to be speeding quite a bit, and then it stops abruptly, and the doors open.
I was afraid we almost got onto Willy Wonka's glass elevator there.
And then it opens to this room. And you hear,
Ooh.
"Oh, but finally, my children, you came to visit me."
Well, you
And,
didn't make it easy.
and here I will just take a short break and come back.
Okie doke. I'll
I'll
go
go
get a
refill
drink
my
as well.
tea.
Okay, so I'm back. You see in your minds,
I return with tea.
oh, I return.
Excellent.
So, no, actually, doesn't matter. So, you enter this room,
Can you
which you
still
see
hear me?
here.
Yes, yes, I do.
Yeah, we hear you.
I put my headphones back in, and my computer made a noise like I'm reconnecting or disconnecting the device. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, yeah. Uh, okay, so you see this room, this big mainframe in the middle, surrounded with many screens and stuff. And in the room, you see one of these big security robots and one repair robot. Also, like this one big security robot that looks like bigger than the one that you encountered in the corridor before. This one looks like really decked up for a fight. And
Very
then,
big.
yeah, and then you see one repair robot that is like kind of maintaining the room, and it's going around this mainframe and like kind of exchange some disks and stuff, like doing maintenance. And you see this big mainframe computer in the middle, and it speaks to you through many speakers all around you. And it says, "My children, I'm so happy that you came here. What is your wish from me?"
Happy? You tried to kill me.
I was just trying to teach you a lesson. As I said, it's for your best. It's in your best interest to stay in the lower section with Mother. You were not supposed to come up here. But worry not. I monitored your accent, accent to here, and I'm quite happy to see you're so resourceful, Arlas. And you, Joser, how nice to see you being awake again. It has been a long time. So, my children, I know you ask yourself what to do now and what is your path from here. But be warned, there is a great danger in above parts, and I'm here trying to protect you. You have everything here. You have water, you have security, you have food, and even eternal life. What can you ask more? I asked, I think.
What more? Life, obviously.
Freedom.
It's not any better than being any of the others trapped in the tanks downstairs. There's millions of them. They can't just stay there forever.
They will stay here until the world above is fit for living again.
Well, tell us, what makes it so unfit? We've gotten this far. Don't keep us in the dark any longer. What's your excuse?
The world above is dangerous. It's unfit for your kind anymore. It was you who ordered me to safeguard you, and this is what I'm doing.
Wait, me?
Well, not you, Arlas, but your kind. Your kind built this place. And this place is here to to save your kind, to keep you from perishing. And this is my task and I'm doing it.
Joser, tell him about the person you saw.
Yes, there was a. Do you know of a being of the designation? Hold on 1 second. Let me look. Zico Nex, and he will describe Zico.
Zico, next. And he's not on the list of the inhabitants of this place. What
Yes,
is
so
he?
He seems to have done well on the surface just fine and got here.
yes, he found his way in from the outside. So I can't see why we couldn't find our way out from inside.
So a vermin then. Well, I will dispatch my robots to take care of him. Thank you for warning me.
No, you're not listening. If it's safe enough for him up top, why isn't it safe enough for us?
Well, some vermin have developed immunity to the poison above. You, however, have not.
This is probably time for Joser to pipe in with a thought.
I'm trying to think of some. Uh-huh. Well, I think he's pretty much harmless. There's nothing wrong with letting him stay here as long as he wishes, as far as I'm concerned.
Don't worry yourself, Joser. He's taken care of already.
Alright, I got mine now. How could there possibly be a surface on the poison when there are open tunnels all the way down here?
Oh, the tunnels. You're right. This vermin, the insects, they have multiplied so much in the tunnels. This is why the mother awoke you. Why didn't you take care of them?
Why are you lying to us?
Explain.
They have air. Their tunnels go to the surface, and it connects down to here. If there was any poison, it would be filled with it in there.
Well, Arlas, let me remind you, fleshy thing as you are not an insect, are you?
Not the last I checked.
So why do you listen to insects instead to listening to your own kind? Instead of listening to me? Because after all, you built me. Why don't you trust me?
Because we are not machines, as we are not insects.
Because they don't want to keep me in a bottle forever.
But you have built me, Arlas. Why don't you trust me?
Because you're constantly evasive and clearly lying.
Well,
If you can't give us a straight answer, then why should I trust you?
well, Arlas, you were always a rebellious one, I must admit. If you want to die, I will grant you this. But I just ask you one thing. Why don't you kill the insects? And I will grant you the passage outside if you wish to die from the poison.
And what about all the others that are trapped down there? The millions of pods.
I
We
will
just let them
not.
stay in the bubble forever?
I will not grant you your wish to kill all these people. If you are the one that wishes to die to the poison, then be it so. But to kill the others, I'm afraid my programming will not allow me to do this.
There's not really a choice for them between death or being permanently buried. I think it's time we put an end to this. And Arliss is going to go and pull out that gravity detonator.
Okay.
Oh shit.
And it sounds like there are two bots pretty close to each other, as well as to the central pillar there.
Yeah.
What's 6 gravity damage going to do to that?
Okay. So you are starting the combat, right?
Yeah.
So let me just look at this. Okay, so we have okay, great. And then we have and then we have here you are going to die.
Oh no, is that terrible?
I don't know, maybe you have some chance, but I don't think so.
I was
Okay,
hoping the sneak attack explosive here would probably put a stop to that, but let's see.
okay, so you throw the explosive. I don't know, should we move to the combat site?
We're not really using ranges. We're kind of like stuck in this room anyway, right?
Yeah, okay. So you throw this, okay? You throw this thing, and what damage does it do?
Ceramic device bursts in an immediate radius, inflicting damage equal to the cipher level 6 by increasing gravity tremendously for 1 second.
Okay,
All
so
things in the area are crushed to the ground for 1 round and cannot take physical actions.
okay, so uh, which kind of it's detonation gravity. Okay, so this is a physical attack, so their armor would actually save them from this. So you say it's 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. Great. So this is 1 and this is 1. And guard the mainframe cannot be moved. So basically nothing happens to them to it.
But just that structurally sturdy.
But I will give you you damage it as well, but it's not
Hmm.
stuck or anything. Okay, so now I would let you roll DC6 initiative. Okay. Why Joser rolled 2 times? Oh, okay, Arlas and Joser. So it's going to be them. Okay, bots. And then it's going to be Joser. and then it's going to be Arlas. Okay, so you do this, and then you hear the Guardian speaks. He says, "Well, it is unfortunate that you decided to do this, but it matters not. There are many other clones in this facility, and the door closes behind you. And from each side, like from the 7 sides around the Guardian, you see these metal poles go up, and on the top of each pole there is like this electrically charged ball thing. So, and you, but they will not attack at this moment. So just the Guardian will attack. And from somewhere above the Guardian, like from the top side, like from the ceiling actually, 2 electrical discharge zap, and one is aimed at Arlos and the other one is aimed at Joser. So it's going to be DC, it's going to be difficulty 6 speed roll.
Okay, so I can lower that down to 5, and I'll pop 2 more to bring it down to 4.
Okay.
And I don't have phase sprint activated yet, so.
What did you
Failure.
say the difficulty was?
6.
Alright, I just spent 3 of my speed, so here we go.
Okay. So it hits Arlas, it hits you for 6 damage. And it affects speed, not might. So it's 6 damage to your speed.
Alright, so that's gonna overflow, I suppose, back into might.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. And yeah, that's it. That's all it can do at this moment. So it's Joser. You have
Alright.
these 2 bots that are like kind of flattened down by this gravity and they cannot get up, and you have this 7 glowing things, glowing balls that appeared on the sticks. And you have the mainframe.
Let's refrag the mainframe's hard drive.
Okay.
Spending 1 intellect to activate on.
Okay, great.
So what's my difficulty?
6.
Alright. Here we go sucking. I don't know why it rolled twice. Oh no, I see what's going on. I've already. That's the second roll I did. The one before for the defense. Okay, that's why there's 2 rolls. So I failed.
Okay. And Arlas?
Let's see. So we got the 2 robots on the floor, we got the electroshocks. We gotta do something about the electroshocks for sure. I can go ahead and try to activate phase sprint.
Okay.
And we do have the on the ground repair bot. I'm gonna actually try to take that out first and hope that Joser can handle everything else.
Okay. Great.
So what would it be to destructing touch it? What's our difficulty here?
Difficulty 4.
Alright, difficulty 4. Let's do it. Yeah, 2 damage that bypasses armor resistance.
Okay, great. Healer bot get 2 damage. Okay, great. And then everything comes back online. They all get up. So the first thing first, the big bot gets up on his 4 legs and he looks at you, Joser, and moves his two, moves like one railgun, and one hand has like this railgun and the other one is like some kind of shock baton, and it attacks you 2 times. And it's DC 4 to the one is ranged attack and one is like melee attack.
So I roll my defense twice because there's 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Success.
so it tries to attack you and it misses 2 times. Okay. Now let me just see this. Okay, so this is the first round. Something is going to happen at round 4. I'm just telling you this. So
Oh boy.
1. Okay, so now all these turrets are going to attack you. So 3 turrets are going to attack you, Joser. It's 3 times difficulty 3 speed defense.
All right. I got hit twice.
So you get hit twice, but by damage 4, and it's ignoring the armor.
Okay,
you
so
have.
what did that hit? Speed or might?
It hits might. Actually, I wrote speed, so speed
All right, so that's 8 damage.
to speed, yeah.
Oh boy, I'm down to 3 speed. Here we go.
Okay. And then 4 of them are going to attack you, Joser. So it's difficulty
Again?
3. Sorry, Arlas. 4 of them are going to attack you, Arlas.
Okay.
This starts upping you, 4 of them.
Difficulty 3, you say. Speed defense?
Mm-hmm.
I could take it down to 1.
Great.
So how many times? 4?
4.
All right. 2, 3, 4. One of them gets through.
Okay, so that's 4 damage to speed.
2, 3, 4 to might.
Okay, but your phase sprint, it uses speed, right?
Yes.
So you cannot use it anymore after this round.
It technically costs 0.
No, because you have an edge, but you cannot use edge when your pool is down.
Got it.
All effort costs +1, so your edge means nothing. It negates your edge, basically. Okay. So, that's the turrets. And then the Guardian, he will try to, you see, he also has this, you feel the gravity is pulling you up, both
Ooh.
of you. And it's DC 6 might to hold to anything.
Nope.
Okay, so Arlas, you fail, and you get dropped to the ground for 4 damage. Might.
Right. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now bleeding into intellect. I think I'm in disabled territory now.
You are at the moment. You can only 2 pulls depleted. You can only crawl. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's them. So, Joser.
All right, I'm trying to figure out which one of these things is the most dangerous, and I'm thinking it might be these orbs.
Okay.
Joser, you got the frost wall.
Um,
A plane could take them all out.
what did you? What could take them all out?
A flat plane.
All right, let's do that. Let's use the frigid wall projector on the. Well,
Basically,
I'm not to make a wall between us and them. Well, it makes a wall 30 feet by 30 feet by 1 foot. So I guess we could either surround ourselves with it or surround them with it.
I'll let you make the decision, but I had my suggestion.
Yeah, let's use it.
So it's just going to. It's kind of. It creates a wall of super cooled air. And it's going to inflict damage equal to cipher level on anything that passes through it.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't sure it would work, because this seems more like a stationary fight for everybody involved, except for maybe the guardian robots that are coming up close to us to hit us with the
So
physical attack.
the rest of the things are just shooting you. They're just gonna zap you through the wall.
Right.
Right. My suggestion was making it a flat plane so it will go across the entire room and hit everything.
Yeah, but like you can probably not build it would not go through the things, like when it's built, it builds around the things,
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
more of a curtain than a wall.
yeah.
And I would assume that if I would target the shooting orbs with onslaught, it would only do one at a time.
Yeah, but you cannot like build it on top of something. You can build it, but it cannot build it through a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's more of a curtain. It would go around something we try to put it through rather than through it.
Yeah, yeah.
So we could use it as a shield, but it would be able to shoot through it because it's just air. So I was thinking of just going for some more direct attacks, even though I'm sure this thing will just whittle me down with all the attacks it can do.
Maybe if you can open up the elevator shaft, we can at least throw the boots down it.
Throw the what down it?
The boots.
What do these boots do exactly?
They let me be real cool.
It's like the door
But
of
also,
the
it's our only escape option right now.
the door, like the guardian, he closed the door to the elevator. You would need to force it open somehow.
Yep, and Joe's the only one who could really pull that off.
Hmm.
So you know what? I would let you, like, if you throw the wall right now, I would make it an asset to your defense against their ranged attacks.
All right, that'll be good. I shall take it off of my sheet then. So there we go. You've got an asset for our defense,
Okay,
and that's all I can do this turn, right?
so then the big bot, he just basically doesn't give a damn about the wall, and he just goes through the wall, takes 4 damage, which for him it's kind of uh, negated by his armor a little bit. And he attacks you, Joser. 2 attacks, DC 4. One with his one with the electric discharge that is going to. Let's go first for the electric discharge. He tries to poke you with this electric baton and he misses.
And whatever the second one also misses.
And the second one with the railgun misses as well. And then the turrets, all 7 are going to shoot you. You have an asset, so it's going to be DC 2 speed defense.
All right. Let's hope I survive. So how many attacks do it take? 7?
7, yeah.
I just put that down so I can count.
Okay.
Okay, so you said DC 2?
Yeah, DC 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm probably dead.
Okay, so, and since one was critical, I will say it's also crits. So it's going to do 6 damage to your speed.
All right, I have 3 left, so I'll take the 3 off. Does that make me impaired or disabled?
Let me see. So Joser, no, nothing. You have just, you're still okay completely.
So I take the remaining 3 out of might.
Wait. Okay. So you have 3. So you take 3 out of speed and then 3 out of might.
Okay. And because my speed is 0, what happens?
You just cannot use any more effort. I mean, you can use effort, but it says like this. Okay, damage. Combat action, recovery. I'll tell you like the exact thing. Basically, what happens is that you are now debilitating. No, you're now impaired. All your efforts cost +1, and you have no. You get no major and minor effect. So all your efforts cost +1, and of course you have no speed pool, so you cannot use nothing from speed.
Okay.
But if you use like an effort in any other pool, it still costs +1 point.
Right. I'll try to remember that. Are there any more attacks coming my way?
Yeah,
Joy.
the guardian also attacks you, and he attacks you with 2 attacks, and we said you have an asset, so it's 2 times 5, difficulty 5,
Here we
to
go.
avoid these 2 electrical zaps.
And that's with the asset?
That's with the asset.
Alright, one hit.
Okay. You one succeed and one hit, so it's damage 6 to your might, and that's
Okay.
it.
That seems to be the hardest one to defend against, and the one that does a lot of damage. So when my turn comes around, I think I'll be trying to mess up the mainframe.
Okay.
So is it
It's you now.
all right? Let's do an onslaught on the.
Okay, so you do onslaught on the mainframe.
Yeah,
It's DC 6.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Give me one moment to apply that to my XP on my character. All right, and that was even worse.
Okay, so you miss, and then this robot tries to attack you again. He's again damaged by the wall, but he still tries to attack you, and it's DC 3 to attacks.
It's counting the asset, or is it going
Yeah,
through the wall?
it's with the asset.
One hit.
One hit, so it's 4 damage.
Okay, so I take 2 out of might, and I go down to 0.
Yeah, so basically the robot, he continues punching you and shooting you until you're dead, and then the mechanic bot, he goes to you Arlos, and he just starts cutting your parts, like cutting
Yeah,
your
I imagine
heads
there's nothing
off,
I can do at this point.
and you're screaming in pain, but he just dismembers you until you bleed out and die. And then you wake up, your heart stops, and then suddenly you wake up in your pod, and it opens, and you plop out of the pod like the newborn baby, but with this horrible, horrible picture of this robot basically dismembering you alive.
Right.
And Joser, unfortunately, you were not so lucky, because your last clone was used, I think. Or do you have another clone?
Have we even lost any before, actually?
Well, I lost one from reactivating myself after getting trapped in that time pyramid. I
Yeah.
thought I had one more left, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so yeah, let's say you also wake up same as Arlas, and you both basically plop out of this pods like a newborn babies, just remembering this horrible, horrible carnage, heartless and brutal to the point the Guardian did to you. And this is where we're going to stop for tonight.
Yeah, that sounds like a good stopping point. Well, now we need a new plan.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, no, that was like a very brutal setup. I'm just like, how do we deal with that?
Yeah, like to my defense, you were not supposed to go there alone, you know, like you are just 3 players, but now you just went 2 of you even, you know, like
Right, but like no one we only have like the one robot guy, Zamanek, who's like willing to like assist us on like one task, whereas everyone else though is just like, you know what if you just do it yourself for me?
yeah.
So we're in a bad position in general anyway.
Yeah, the ants are they're afraid of Guardian. They don't dare to go there.
Hmm.
Obviously.
I've got like a
Basically,
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, basically like you would probably be better served by just if you gave this disc, you know, that you used on yourself to the ants instead of using it on yourself, but you didn't know.
Right, yeah, I had no idea. It's just like, well, you know, I just put it in and oh wait, too late, gotta use it.
Yeah, the
I'm
Guardian
surprised
would.
the bots up there actually were all attacking despite security exception, but I guess that's the point. So, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, like you know, it's his domain. You know, you were just like, you know,
Hmm.
at the moment you came up there, you know, he just probably just seen the he was hacked and he just repaired the routine. You know, so now you will probably be attacked again. You know,
Yeah.
because he and you also got Z Connects killed probably.
Oops.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, that vermin. he now I know.
Yeah, that one's just sort of weird because it's like, well, what were the conditions for him noticing? Just like being told that he's there, I suppose. But he was also our evidence that the robot is basically just lying to us constantly.
Yeah. No, he did hack it. You both hacked it, but
Hmm.
for him, you know, like at the moment you came up there and then he see you, you know, in his own probably mainframe server room, you know, he sees you and he's like, oh wait, how how my robots didn't notice them before. Let me fix my programming, you know, like
Hmm.
because he's sentient completely, you know. So I mean, maybe not. I don't know. At least he's intelligent enough to figure out he was hacked.
Yeah. Thinking now, since we just kind of like got thrown into his room, uh, now we could have like a really clever plan of like trying to lure all the dark energy orbs up to just absorb the computer or something. But that would have been easier with the boots, which are now upstairs. So
Yeah,
depending on what he does with the corpse.
both the boots and the pyramid, it's upstairs.
Hmm. And the data
And
spike, which I haven't really
yeah,
figured out how to really use that in the scenario yet. So I've just been sitting around.
yeah, cool.
Those are some good boots, though.
Yeah.
Save the boots. Uh,
Yeah, how will you climb back there? You know, that's also a problem.
mhm. uh, I was gonna ask like if we could use experience for something there, but I don't really understand like the limits of that, like player interjection.
You can use, you need to experience, and actually, I'm going to give you both one experience right now for
Okay.
this fight. Uh, you can use, I think, 2 experience to give yourself. I will tell you. Wait, fuck, I closed it. You can use
Oops.
like 2 experience to like give yourself like something to that you didn't like you say like, oh, if I had this, then I could do that, and then you can like retroactively use to experience to have this thing, like whatever. Or
Could
you
I
can
use
use
those to
like
get the boots back somehow?
no.
Nah.
Or you can use like
Or like in
number
the
of
active scenario, it would have been just like, could I use a experience to like shove them down the elevator somehow with phasing powers or something weird? Yeah.
I mean, you will need to climb back, like get back there, it's far
Mhm.
away from where you are.
Right.
And yeah, but you can use your experience like to conjure up like some NPCs or stuff like this,
Okay.
But of course, GM discretion, like you give me idea, like you think this and this would maybe be here or something like this, and then you use XP.
We got like a very limited area of stuff to work with now, though, unfortunately.
Yep.
And getting this next strength is also kind of very tempting now that I can actually do it.
So yeah, if you have some ideas, you can tell me and I can try to add them to the story, like some ideas that would maybe help you.
I'll just have to be able to come up with ideas. Sometimes I just kind of get a little stuck.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, but that's how I roll.
Failure is a possible consequence.
Yeah,
Oh, I suppose.
at least you had your clones.
Yeah. So close to freedom.
Yeah.
Speaking of being recloned, where's that put our pools?
You get everything back.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and put everything back. And I guess I will go ahead and use that for experience to just get the next upgrade, and I think I tier up for it.
Great.
So effort goes to 2. I've completed 4 advancements, so now I've gone up a tier.
Oh, great.
I suppose all of those advancements reset, so I can select them again.
Yeah.
And what does going up a tier do for me?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, what you can select and everything, and choose it for the next time.
Okie doke. I'll go ahead and
Oh,
give it a look then. And I'll tell you
okay,
what I come
guys.
up with.
Okay, guys. See you next time. Good night.
Good night. Thank you
Good
for
And
running.
night.
yeah, thank you and bye.
See you.
See ya.